we're with the leadership of the GNSO Council. Heather, as the chair of the council, what was the latest developments regarding the expedited policy development process?
So this afternoon, the GNSO Council met, and we had on our agenda a motion to approve a charter and an initiation request for an expedited policy development process. That expedited process, or EPDP, would have the effect of responding to the temporary spec that was adopted by the ICANN board. That motion was not able to be voted on at this time. We're very, very close to a draft charter that can be voted on, but not quite. The work that we've done here in Panama City has been extensive, and we've reached in principle agreement on so many key points. We have a few more things to do. It's very difficult to draft, let's say, as a group on the fly in a precise manner. So we need a little bit more time to go back, discuss some points, talk about things within our stakeholder groups and constituencies, and I'm confident that we'll be able to achieve that end very soon. So
what I'm hearing you say to the community, we're not there, we're not at the finish line yet, but we're very close.
Very much so, Brad, very much so. It's a heartening result, the amount that we've been able to accomplish here.
Rafik, it's been intense for this process. What you guys have been involved in has been rather intense, correct?
Yes, I mean, we had to work in such a short time frame to get this done, and we use it, I think, in this meeting to do a lot, and we get the input from the community, and we spent so much time to get things done, and we made a lot of progress. So it was tense, but that's show how the process we have works well, and then how the community can coalesce to do something in even if it's challenging.
Donna, you guys were aware, obviously, the community wanted something out of this. A lot of hard work has gone into where you're at now, correct?
Correct, yeah, a lot of work. Some of the difficulty for us has been the fact that this hasn't been done before. A temporary specification has never been adopted by the board. That triggers certain obligations on us, and I think the biggest challenge for us has been the time frame. So policy development processes have a tendency to be quite lengthy efforts. This one has to be completed in a very short time frame, so within a 12-month period, and that's the cause of some of the rush that we're feeling, I guess.
So you're very much in uncharted waters.
That's the phrase that we're hearing a lot, yeah. Uncharted waters, temporary specification is something new, EPDP, people are scratching their heads. So a lot of new stuff for us that we're grappling with and trying to understand the process. But I think as Heather said, we've done a lot of good work this week. We're in pretty good shape. People are getting a little bit nervous that perhaps we could have been further along, but I think we've done a good job so far.
Heather, let me ask the obvious question that most community members would ask. So what is the best estimated time frame of when you might reach that finish line?
So the GNSO Council has just agreed to a timeline for next steps. It's fairly ambitious, but it's achievable. So we're sitting here on the 27th of June in Panama City. We have some travel time to get back to wherever we've come from. What we envisage is a meeting of the drafting team at the middle or end of next week, and then following that, call in an extraordinary fashion for a vote by email, which is not something the council normally does. That has a 7-day notice period attached to it, which would put that to the end of the following week. So somewhere probably the late in the week of the 9th of July.
So obviously you're aware of the community expectation, you're aware of the need to rush, but it sounds like you're also being terribly careful to make sure it's done properly.
I think that's true, and certainly this is an opportunity for us to say that I won't necessarily say that we're experiencing pressure to rush. We are experiencing pressure to get it right. We are experiencing pressure to do things in a timely manner. I think that can be conflated with rush. It's very much our intention as a team that we make sure that this process is done right, because given the very tight time frame in which this activity needs to take place, in essence, we need to come to a preliminary report by Barcelona, by ICANN 63. If we're going to achieve that, then the groundwork that we lay now is absolutely critical. So hence, as you say, I believe the efforts that we take now to get it right will pay back further on in the process.
So Donna, this obviously isn't the only thing that's on your plate, the plate of the council. What else are you folks dealing with?
Right. So we still have two substantive policy development processes that are going on. One relates to rights protection mechanisms. The other one is the subsequent procedures working group, which is making significant progress, good milestone, hopefully following this meeting in the issue of their initial report. We also kicked off a process in January which we refer to as PDP 3.0, and that's a revision of the policy development process. We understand we need to make some improvements, so that's something that we also have to make some good substantive progress on in the next couple of months.
So Rafik, this has been a terribly important meeting for you guys. This particular policy forum has been very important.
I mean, as its name says, about policy, and so we try to use it to allocate more slots for the different working groups to have their face-to-face meeting, and so to also to give them the opportunity to show their work to the community. So like for the rights protection mechanism or the subsequent procedure working group, as they have to deliver their initial report soon. So we at the GNSO think that this policy forum is all about policy, and we are using that time we have. It's just 4 days, so we do need to use it in the most effective and efficient way to get works done.
Heather, when I hear all of you talk, you're obviously aware of the urgency, but I hear a lot of confidence in your voice. It sounds like you're saying, look, we're moving quickly, but carefully, and I'm hearing confidence that things are going to come off okay.
You're hearing confidence for a reason. We've made incredible progress over just a few short days here on the ground. We've maximized this idea of a policy forum as the place where we come together and do the hard substantive work. The work has been difficult, as we've already alluded in our responses, but the fact that we've made it to this stage in the process and are still engaging in solid collaborative dialogue, I think is extraordinarily positive. All the feedback that we've had on the ground here in Panama City has been extraordinarily positive. Members of other parts of the community outside the GNSO congratulating us on a job well done, and that's pretty remarkable given the extent of the task ahead of us. So I think we have every reason to feel confident on this team.
So obviously a lot of eyes will be on you guys as you proceed in the coming months. Thank you very much to all of you guys. I appreciate it very much.
Thanks. Thank you.